Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Blank to Bank Fishing. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Saber Digital Folding Scales. So most people when they're fishing would like to know the weight of the fish they catch, especially if you think it's going to be a new PB of that species. Now that is when you need something like this. Now these are the Saber Digital Folding Scales. Now there's a variety of scales out on the market and they range in price from being very cheap to very expensive. So this is meant to be a kind of lower budget end review on these scales, which I purchased recently and have given a go on the bank already. Now when you open up the Saber Digital Folding Scales, you're met with this, which is a nice little handy carry case for them, which is brilliant for actually trying to keep them nice and clean or not lose them. They're actually quite compact, these, so it's oversized, so there's no issues fitting it in there whatsoever, which is always handy. Now the actual scales themselves come presented like so. They work off of your standard AAA batteries, just two of them, and we generally all carry batteries like that in case our bite alarms or etc. run out. Now these scales are quite handy. Now they have the hook point at the top so that if you have a real whopper of a fish, you can use it with a tripod with the hook on there, and then you would weigh from the bottom underneath, which is quite good. But if you're just catching your kind of regular fish like most of us are most of the time, you have the option of these handy pop out handles. So the idea being you would put your fish in a sling and then you would simply hang the sling from there and weigh it by holding the handles and pulling it up. Now when you turn this on, you'll see it comes up like so. Now that's actually zeroed now. You can press 0 to 0 it. You can hear there's a slight, when you press buttons, slight beep, and you can weigh in pounds and ounces. That's telling me the temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit, and you can weigh in kilos. Now it's quite handy because it also has an auto off and on function. So the kind of best thing with that is what you don't want to do is you weigh your fish and you think it's going to be your best one of the day or ever, and then you kind of chuck it down, you carry on doing your fishing for a bit, chatting to your mates, and then you catch a bigger fish. But then when you go to weigh it this hour or so later, when you actually manage to get it in, you realise that you've left it on, it goes dead. Well, that doesn't happen with this. It has an auto shut off function, so it does actually turn itself off, and I have tested that on the bank. But it is quite receptive. You can see just the slightest bit of weight on there, and it's straight away going. Now, the box does say that this goes up to 50 kilograms, or for those in pounds, 110 pound. Now, if you're catching 110 pound fish, you are doing really well. So they're pretty good for that. Now, what I would say is the handles clip in by these little tiny plastic bits there. They just push down and clip in. Now, they seem to clip in pretty well, and they don't come out too easy. You just give them a tiny little tug and they come out. The only thing I could envisage being a problem in future is potentially if they were to snap, then obviously you'd have floppy handles there. It could be better kind of in the future if they maybe put magnets on them, because they would, obviously that would stand the test of time. But that's just a small criticism. Overall, when I've used this on the bank, I've been very happy with it so far. It's not a massive piece of kit. It's lightweight. You get the case for it. And for the price they are, there's different prices online, but you're generally looking somewhere around the kind of 20 to 30 pound mark. A decent piece of kit. I would certainly recommend that. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm a new channel, so it really helps with the kind of progression of the channel and helps me bring more reviews and fishing videos for you in future. I will have other videos coming up soon with reviews on various other items that I've bought recently.